I may sit there and think, I'm not going to leave right now. As long as I know it's going to fall in there. I got proof over in the I can do that.
And I could tell right away from her fabric selection that she was great with color choice. And I think it really helped her in her job. She worked in the dental lab and she managed.
So some were done. There was one, I think it's in a museum, the Valentine Museum in Richmond.
Hello Flosstube friends, how nice to see you here and how nice to be back. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Annemiek and I'm the owner of the Handwerk Boetiek, a cross-stitch specialty shop in the northern parts of the Netherlands in Europe. If you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. It's been a while and this video will be kind of short as it's all about my Blackbird Design retreat in Virginia Beach at Dying to Stitch at the end of September. I'm giving you a bit of a life update and maybe I'll be able to include the Animal Cracker Parade that I recorded quite a while ago, but I need to edit that video, and depending on how well that goes, you might find an Animal Cracker Parade by the Stacy Nash designs at the end of this video. So we'll see how things are going. First of all, a little life update. Feel free to scroll further to the stitching part if you're not into this. I left you with a bit of unsettling news. I got diagnosed with breast cancer in August, had my surgery on the 20th, and I think I did a video about a week or two after that. I had an infection near one of the wounds, which threw my recovery back quite a bit. Then I went to the US for the marvelous Blackbird Design Retreat. This was really something that has been on my bucket list for such a long time, and I am so thankful that I was able to attend. Got back, was really in high spirits. A couple days after I got back, I got the flu, which I think half of the Netherlands got pretty much by that time. And since I had some health issues going on, I wasn't able to recover as quickly as I thought I'd do. And then to top it off, I got a fistula and had to go back to the hospital numerous times to have that taken care of. I started my radiation treatment November 18th. Fortunately, I only had to do 5 treatments. So that was just one full week of going back and forth to the hospital every day. And now I'm recovering from radiation. And I'm sure a lot of you who've been maybe through the same process or have witnessed this from a nearby with a family member, friend, radiation is kind of tricky. You don't see anything happening, you don't feel anything happening. But of course they treat you with some special, pretty heavy stuff, and apparently it takes your body quite a while to get over that. So I'm still working on that. I'm very, very thankful that all my, the tumor has been removed. There is no spreading of the cancer. So at the moment I'm cancer free. And I'm really trying to keep that in mind on days when my energy is a bit low. I can tell that I'm not back to my normal self yet, but I'm working on it. And like I said, I'm very thankful that they caught it this early on and that my part of the treatments of this journey is over. Now, onto the stitching stuff. The good news is that if you don't do a video for a long time, you have quite a bit to show. The downside of that is that it takes quite a while to get everything together, to get it sorted. And with the level of energy I'm having at the moment, I need to break it up. So what I thought I'd do, I had videoed little snippets of the retreat and put that in a little video. And then I thought I'll show you all the goodies that we got at the retreat. And I think I'll put that all in front of that video because it might make placement a little bit easier to not placement, but the passage of time maybe a little bit easier to understand. And like I said, if I manage to edit the Animal Cracker Parade, I will do so because I recorded a Dutch spoken video, which was already published, but I also recorded an English spoken video, which I think is nice to share with you all. Back to the retreat. The retreat was hosted by Dying to Stitch in Virginia Beach. And we had a hotel in Norfolk where most of the people were staying, and where we had a stitching room that we could use in the evening, which was a lot of fun, sitting at the table, exchanging little gifts, talking to new friends, talking to old friends. I really enjoyed myself. So I'll try to do this in sort of order if I can remember, because that's the hard part. So much is happening during a couple of days that it's sometimes hard to remember. Now, there will be a bit of crinkling because I still have my goodies in the bags that Dying to Stitch hands out. Lovely, lovely bags. So on Wednesday, two lovely ladies named Cheryl were also already at the hotel and offered me a ride to Dying to Stitch, which I happily accepted, and we had a lovely day together. Thank you very much, Cheryl's. And I tried to be kind of good the first time. I knew we'd be back at the shop, and I didn't really know what to expect. So I got myself some things that we don't sell in the shop. That's it. So the first thing I got is a corner gauge that was encrypted with Dying to Stitch. That's their phone number. If you need anything, just give them a ring and they'll be happy to take care of you. I'm putting this in my stitching bag so that I can keep it with me all the time and remember all the fun times I had. Then I picked up a piece of Espresso 40 count, which is a really nice neutral color. This was kind of like in this, well, not really a scrap because it's 8.5 by 18.5 inches. So I've got plenty of fabric to stitch one of my smalls on. Then I got, by Not Forgotten Farm, Needful Things. I really like this Santa with the house in his coat. So he'll be on my to stitch one day. And I also got the, what is it called? Does it say? Cinder Claws. The little stocking that has been quite popular. So I got that one as well for myself. I really, really like him. He should be a pretty quick stitch. And then I got Tavern Signs too by Carriage House Samplings. And this was pretty much because I'm sure this happens to you as well. They had models up there and they stitched the names. I think one was like Anne Robbins and the other Pat, the owners of Dying to Stitch. I really, really love the models, and I think this one is especially beautiful. This one is a little bit more sampler-like, but you know, this one with the house, I might just stitch that for myself and think about what I'll write down here. So that's what I got on the first day. We didn't have anything retreat-wise planned for that day. The retreat was to start on Thursday at the end of the afternoon, trying to figure out around 5 the stitching room would open and we'd be able to start with, that was Thursday afternoon, yeah. And we would be able to stitch together. See, I'm already confused about how things went. So on Thursday, I did a bit of shopping at the Hobby Lobby. I went to a Target, a Michael's, and a Joann's, I think. I thought I would do that at the end of this video, so as not to confuse you. And if you are not into the whole Hobby Lobby crafty stuff, you can just skip that part. But it's easier to do that at the end. Then Thursday, we could gather at 5 and get into the stitching room and stitch together. I started Spell of the Moon by Blackbird Design. Unfortunately, that is still upstairs. I did finish it, not during the retreat time, but I finished it over the past couple months. And I will show you that in a video that I'm planning to do about all my 2024 finishes. I still need to put everything together, so it might be a while. And it'll not be mid-2025 before everything is gathered together, but it might take me another week or so to get everything together. So Thursday evening, we could just stitch on whatever we wanted. Then on Friday, we were invited to visit the shop. Hardship, you can imagine. And we would get our a lovely tote bag. I might show that in another video. A really wonderful tote bag with our chart and all the materials for one of the pieces that were in the chart. So we got everything in this beautiful mesh bag. Really, really nice. And of course, everybody was like, what did Elma design for us? Well, Elma did an amazing job as always. I'm just, you know, I've been fortunate enough to meet Elma and Barb several times at Nashville Market. And I hadn't seen Elma since Barb passed away. So it was really special for me to be able to see her again and tell her how much, you know, she and Barb meant to me, and especially how much their designs have meant to me. You know, I know a lot of people say that Blackbird is comfort stitching, but I really feel that it is. So she designed this pin pillow and the sampler, and they were based on 2 samplers by sisters. So Hannah Walker, age 6, can you believe it? 6 years old and being able to stitch a sampler like that. Amazing. So that's the original. And let me see where the other one is. And this is Jane Walker, who was 9 at the time, which is kind of funny because Jane's sampler is definitely smaller, and I'm inclined to say it's not as difficult. And she must have taken some of Hannah's pieces as well. So both these samplers are in the book. And then in true Blackbird style, Elma just changed it to a sampler for herself and a sampler for her sister. And if you know Blackbird, you know they don't do a complete reproduction. They may change little bits and pieces, which I think is just lovely. And then she designed a pin drum to go with the samplers. And the lovely part of the pin drum is it was finished by, let me see, it was finished by Joy, yeah, Joy Hayward. And she did a marvelous thing. She included a pocket for scissors on the back, which I think is just genius. I really, really like this idea. So we got the materials to stitch either the pin drum or the pin cushion. Now the funny part is that I don't remember which one I started. I think I started the pin drum. I started the pin drum because, to be honest, I wasn't looking forward to doing the over one stitching. I'm still having troubles concentrating and focus, so I was like, over one on 36 count, yeah, that might not be the best idea. So I started the pin drum, and I'll show you in a minute. It's really a small start. Now, I got my very own sort of like table mat with me that Kobe made for me a couple of years ago. This is the outside. It's all Blackbird fabric. And then on the inside, she stitched me this wonderful Blackbird sampler. And on the other side, I can put all my stitching projects. So my stitching project that I started Friday was in here. Now I need to see where I put things. Okay. This is oh, here it is. It's getting a bit worried. So this is, I'll put this behind it. This is my tiny start on the pin drum. And I haven't been picking it up since I got back. I stitched this during the retreat. And you'll probably, if you've been to a retreat, you know that you do more talking than you do stitching most of the time, which is perfectly fine. I can stitch at home, and meeting and talking to other stitches is such priceless time, basically. So I didn't stitch a whole lot, but I got that part done. This is stitched on espresso, I think. No, this is on Abecedarian. So it's 36 count Abecedarian by R&R Reproductions. And that's my start. I really need to iron this and put it back in rotation. And then we got all the threads to go with it. It's like really just, you know, typical Blackbird colors. Beautiful done. So we got that. Then we got a lanyard with our name tag. This is going in my bullet journal. And we got a floss ring that says, it has these, hold on, let me put it this way. It says Blackbird Designs Farewell Retreat. And it's different floss drops that you could use for either another project or this one. And it has a little leaf on there as well. And we got a little no, that's a gift from somebody. I've decided not to include all the table gifts that we got because I'm afraid I'll forget somebody, and I thought that would be rude as well. But quite a few people had gifts for everybody. Some people had gifts for their table, and it was just special. It was really special. Then we also got the little ruler, dying to stitch. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I need to show you in this bag. No, this is all just extra fabric. I like to bring, you know, 2 or 3 projects that I want to stitch on. And usually what happens is I start them all, but I can never finish one in time. So my eyes are a little bigger than my hands can stitch. So that was Friday. We got to start on our project. And then on Saturday, you either had a lunch. No, you either had the morning or the afternoon session with Alma. And Alma would talk about, you know, her life as a designer. Pat used to stitch for Barb in the beginning, do model stitching. And they showed us some of the paperwork that went back and forth, which is hilarious because now at times you would just send a PDF and people could get started. But back then they did it by post. And I think in the beginning, Barb would even graph it out on paper, and she wouldn't include symbols. So she would say, oh, stitch the bird in that color and his wing in that color. And then, you know, Pat would phone her and say, is this okay? Do you mean that? And in the end, Pat would decide what she thought was best. And she said Barb never returned anything. And I think she was just thankful that it was stitched. So we had a great time with Alma. She is a lovely entertainer. Great stories about her personal life, about her life as a designer. It was just a fun time. And then afterwards we had lunch. And when we got to the lunch table, they had another set of gifts for us. We got, let's see, Yeah, I think it started out with this lovely, it says DTS Retreat scissor fob. And you know, what really strikes me is this was also handmade by somebody who has to do, I think there were like 120 people maybe. So that's a lot of work. There was a lot of work done by people to get everything ready. We got this lovely corner gauge with the Blackbird. We got a little tray that you can use. And it says on the back, Dying to Stitch 2024 Blackbird Designs Farewell Retreat, Virginia Beach, Virginia. And it's all done so beautifully. And this is, of course, Blackbird design fabric. So you can put your little, no, it's not little, but you can put your scissor fob in it. And then this had me in tears, basically. I'm still, well, I think this is one of the most thoughtful gifts that we got. It is a tiny little needle book. And the outside is with cardboard paper. The inside is felt. And inside it says, there's this little heart that says, I don't know if you can see it. It says, "Remember me, Barb Adams, 1951-2021. So special. And just, you know, somebody made this all by hand. I'm just gobsmacked by that. So that's that. That was all ready for us waiting at the table. Just putting it away. Then during the lunch, not during lunch, during the morning session, we got a gift from Elma. She gave us the materials to stitch this chart, another sampler. I just love the house. She packaged it really beautiful. It's gonna crinkle because of the plastic that it's in, but this is how we got it. So it's with the needle minder, it's got all the floss, and the fabric is in the back. So that's a project for another day. And then, oh, I see, I already thought I forgot something. In the little tray was also this pin cushion. And this is the amazing part. I don't know if I can, yes, I can take this out. Look at this. Isn't that special? It makes me want to stitch all things Blackbird, all things autumn, and we're here in January. So yeah, a beautiful done pin as well. So that's gonna be in my basket. And then I was lucky enough that I won one of the little scissor keepers, beautifully done with a pumpkin head. So that was really, really special. And then I got, let me see, I think I got all kinds of fabric the second day that I went to the shop. Let's see, yeah. I treated myself to all kinds of fabric. This is Abecedarian 36 count, and this is what belongs to the book as well. This one is for Jane's sampler. And then, let's see, there's supposed to be another one. That's not it. Okay, see, I should probably have done this. This is for the little pin cushion, Love and Friendship. And it is 30 count Friendship. Yeah, I think it's 36 count Friendship. Then I got Star Hollow. I got 40 counts, a fat half. I really wanted to have some of their neutral colors so that when I'm, you know, if I want to find something now to stitch on, this is a great color. It's a little darker than it's showing, but it's a lovely color. Then I've got, oh, I think this is the one that is for Hannah's sampler. It's also Abecedarian. And then I got a fat 8 of Patriot's Brew, which is a little lighter than the other 40 count Stars Hollow. It's a little lighter. Now, this is really funny. I got 2 Frits in here as well. I have no idea why. Got espresso bean and pumpkin pie. I think it's for a project and I just forgot what it was. And what else did I get? I did get one of the animal crackers. Oh my goodness. I've already stitched her. She's the one with the mask. And I got some threads for that as well, so that I was able to make a start. I got a little piece of fabric for it, but that'll be in my, I think it's Nadal. That'll be in my finishing parade of 2024. And that's all the stuff I got from the retreat that I bought there. I have a few things that I got at the craft shops that I can show you. First of all, I got these really cool charms, Halloween charms, and they were 50% off. And I thought, I'm just gonna take those. I can put them on zipper pulls or just, you know, on a scissor fob. Just enjoy them. I got 2 pieces of Halloween fabric. I thought Joann's would have more Halloween and even Christmas fabric, but they didn't have a whole lot that I liked. And I think if you want to if you want to finish smalls, you need to have, you know, like a small print. A print like this is better, even better than this. You need a bigger piece in order to have this complement bag. So I was looking for those and I couldn't really find what I was looking for. So I didn't buy a whole lot of fabric. I got myself some orange pom-poms. I got myself 2, what do they call them? Charcuterie boards that I thought would be perfect for finishing. I got myself some red tinsel for finishing. This would look great on a Christmas piece. And then I got 2 bottle brushes with little spools attached to them. These are really cool. And what else is in here? Oh yeah, I got one of, this is where Flosstube comes in handy. I saw somebody finish use this tartan to stitch a piece in here and finish it. You're supposed to hang it in your tree like this. Hold on. But of course, as stitchers, we can use the inside and hang it up like that. So I got that for whenever. I got some paper crafty stuff too, but I thought you'd not be interested in that. And it's not really that much. I got a whole bunch of stuff at the retreat. The gifts we got from Dying to Stitch was just amazing. And really, I had such a great time. So I'll include the clip of the retreat after this. And I think I might save the animal cracker parade for something else. We're already looking at 27 minutes. I thought this would be much shorter. And if I add it, I think it's another 50 minutes. I'll see what I do. That was it for today. Have a really great day. I hope you get lots of stitching done in this new year. I hope the new year treats you kindly and that you'll have many opportunities to make beautiful memories, whether that's stitching related or not. I'm signing off for now. I'll hope to be back with another video pretty soon, but I hope you'll enjoy this one for now. Take care. Bye-bye.